This is Eddie Hearn, you're watching DONTAE'S Boxing Nation.
DONTAE'S Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, they continue to aggressively pursue a Vladimir Klitschko fight. You know, I'm almost starting to feel sorry for Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua, because it seems to me they are the only ones that have this type of eagerness to make this fight come to fruition. Clearly, Vladimir Klitschko does not share their enthusiasm. So it was reported today that now Eddie Hearn has given up on the December 10th date, and now they want to make this fight, Anthony Joshua versus Vladimir Klitschko, for March or April of next year. Hearn said he has confidence in making this fight for early spring next year, and he wants to make an announcement pretty soon. Let me go ahead and just break this down in chronological order so you guys can see exactly what's taking place. So we go all the way back to Tyson Fury defeating Vladimir Klitschko, the long reigning champion, right? Then they're set for a rematch. All of a sudden, accusations of Tyson Fury taking PEDs, and then all of a sudden we find out Tyson Fury, he has some serious cocaine issues, so he's forced to vacate his belts. Anthony Joshua jumps in. Now Eddie Hearn is very optimistic about making this Anthony Joshua versus Vladimir Klitschko fight. Now, when I first heard Eddie Hearn say that this is the fight I want to make and both parties are interested, I still didn't believe that Klitschko was interested, because I was like, I want to hear what Klitschko has to say about a fight against Anthony Joshua, because we keep hearing Eddie Hearn talk, but we haven't really heard Vladimir Klitschko or even his promoter talk on the matter, right? So I never had a lot of confidence that Vladimir Klitschko would be willing to get in the ring with this young, hungry, strong lion that's a knockout artist. I didn't think that Klitschko would take that challenge. But as the weeks went on, we kept hearing Eddie Hearn say, the fight is closer and closer. The fight is almost done. There should be an announcement next week, etc., etc. After hearing Eddie say all of that, I was willing to give Eddie Hearn a whole lot of credit for putting this fight together. And then all of a sudden, reality hits. Vladimir Klitschko, out of nowhere, pulls out of negotiations, and he says, you know what? I decided I'm not going to fight Anthony Joshua unless the WBA belt is online as well with the IBF belt, right? Now, while Eddie Hearn is scrambling to get this WBA belt on the line for Vladimir Klitschko, then out of nowhere, Klitschko, he decides to negotiate with Lucas Brown. But now Vladimir is in a bit of a conundrum, because he just used the excuse he doesn't want to fight Anthony Joshua anymore because he wants to fight for the WBA belt. So now the question is, at least for Vladimir Klitschko, what if the WBA gives Vladimir Klitschko what he wants and sanctions this fight? Then that means Vladimir Klitschko, he would have to take the Anthony Joshua fight because he's getting exactly what he asked for. So while Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua are waiting for the WBA's decision, all of a sudden, Vladimir Klitschko, he's injured. And now, no matter what the WBA decides, Vladimir Klitschko, he can't fight Anthony Joshua at all. Or Lucas Brown now in this case, right? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know for a fact Vladimir Klitschko was injured, because I don't. But all I'm saying is that whole scenario could easily be interpreted as Vladimir Klitschko just not wanting to fight Anthony Joshua. Or it could just be a freak accident and he was injured. But like I told you guys before, it doesn't make sense for Vladimir Klitschko to say, you know what, I've decided I don't want to fight Anthony Joshua because I want the WBA title to be on the line as well. It doesn't really make any sense, because no matter who Vladimir Klitschko fights, only one belt is going to be on the line if he fights another champion or if he fights for another vacant belt. There's no champion he could fight right now that will award him multiple title belts. So the excuse that you're not fighting Joshua just because you want more than one belt, it doesn't hold. It doesn't hold. So, you know, good luck to Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn when it comes to trying to make this fight happen. This is an excellent fight. It's a very competitive fight. This will no doubt be the biggest step up for Anthony Joshua. And in fact, this is pretty much graduation day for Anthony Joshua. So let's see if Vladimir Klitschko takes the challenge and faces Anthony Joshua next spring of 2017. That's all I got for now, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? So I want to try out this new Shure SM57 microphone that I just got. Want to see if I'm going to need phantom power. I'm looking at the audio graphic, and I see it's not going up that high. So I have a good feeling that this shit is not going to sound good. Let's go ahead and test it out.